What's up, everyone? In this video, we're going to be showing off, or not necessarily showing off, but I'm going to be showing you guys the different openers for our Byzantine. So the first opener that we're going to be doing is going to be the one cistern age up. The map is Dry Arabia. Not that it really matters, but we're gonna have our first villager build the cistern right next to the gold. Make sure it covers the gold and the food, of course. Another villager is gonna come over here, drop off or make the house. Once we have 7 villagers on food, we're gonna start making our way up to 2 villagers, even potentially 3 villagers on stone, or excuse me, on gold, right? And that is going to be our very standard single cistern opener. There's not much else that really goes into this build at all. So we still go try to grab our sheep, send them back, do all that good stuff. And off of this, it's a very safe build. You're not overdoing it on pretty much anything, really. I guess I could have placed this a little bit better. I could have placed it a little closer to the TC, even on this side too. But this is basically just to show it off, or show off one of the most common builds that you will see. Even this is the least common of the most common, though. Keep that in mind. You're more likely to see the other ones that I'm going to be showcasing as well. I do have a video up for our Japanese as well that'll show the 3 most common openers you'll see for there. If you guys are interested in seeing any other civilizations, let me know. The ones that I've been requested most are the Japanese and the Byzantine. So that's why I'm doing this. As always, though, double check what the trade posts have, no matter what. Especially on Dry Arabia. So we do a little bit of forced drop off, go up to the Imperial Hippodrome. You're going to want to put this obviously in the influence, which it is, and then you're going to queue everything still on there, still onto the food. You're going to grab a villager from the gold, make your house. Once you hit 5 here, you're going to start putting once you hit 5 on food, you're going to start moving over to your gold. To your wood. Once these 5 are done, since we did the forced drop off, they're going to be empty, right? Obviously, don't forget to place your, to hotkey this, do all your good stuff. But since we do have the forced drop off, you see, these guys could go straight onto wood. Once this finishes, you will have enough stone for your second TC as well. That's basically what you're going to be doing this entire time, is going for... Oh, I actually forgot about mine. What the hell? This guy hasn't... He's only found 1 sheep? Really? Once this finishes, as soon as it finishes, you should have enough for your... Wow, what am I thinking of? You should have enough for your horseman, and you should have actually had enough for your villager, but for some reason I was a little delayed right there on my vills. And now you're gonna just throw the rest onto your wood right here in order to start getting your eco up. As in getting your second drop off goes through. You can place your mill now. Start getting those berries, and you're still gonna have... Oh, why is my time not on? Dude, what the heck? This is the worst freaking scout. I have 1 back here. I guess I'll go get that. But that is your 1 cistern opener. This is primarily just for harass. And then little by little, I didn't have the timer up though, but we did hit a roughly 4-minute age up, as well as about a 420. Yeah, so it would have been about a 420 horsemen out on the field already. The second one would have already been out as well, so forth and so forth. But this is, I was too distracted trying to find the sheep, because how did I only get one, technically two sheep now out of this entire thing? Like, that's actually kind of crazy, not gonna lie. But that is your 2 cistern age up, and from here on out you just keep producing more and more. Get your lumber mill up. We have enough for our second cistern that would have been dropped already, and that's it. That is the 2 or this 1 cistern age up. This is purely for harass purposes. Once you get your 3rd horseman, you'll generally see them start getting the cistern, I mean, not the cistern, Expalatorius upgrade. It's only 20 seconds, 30-50. So once you get 3 villager kills, then it pays for itself in terms of gold. Second cistern, like I said, this should have been up a long time ago. I messed up quite heavily there. It be like that. I just wanted to showcase this, but at the same time, I don't get how I only got 2 sheep. Like, that was really bad, considering there's no other players in this game either. Well, there shouldn't be anyways. I really don't get it. From here, a very common thing to do is, once you get these villagers, or excuse me, once you do get your little hit squad up, he still hasn't found any. What the heck? You go into your 3TC, or not 3TC, you go into a castle play. Once you're in castle, from there you're gonna most likely go into like a cataphracts. You want to get like 1, maybe 2 cataphracts, and then that's basically it. And then also it depends on what's inside of the trade posts. Okay, I don't know where all the sheep are. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, so we're gonna exit this now. Surrender. Come on, give me full vision, because I'm like really freaking curious where all these damn sheep were. Scout half the map and only found 1 sheep. Come on now. Let me see. Okay, somehow I missed that one. 2, there's 2 right there. Yeah, I know I shouldn't add this part of the tutorial. Okay. What the heck? All the sheep are over there? Dude, for reals. Okay, so anyways, let's jump into the next one, which is going to be our 2 cistern age up. This one's a little bit trickier to pull off. I've slowly been seeing more and more people using this build. I haven't really tested it out too much for myself, so we'll see who how many people are actually able to pull it off, right? So you're gonna send all 6 over here to your stone. First villager that pops out, we're gonna send him off a little bit to build our house. These 6 villagers are gonna get your stone. Once they turn in your stone, use this opportunity basically. So when you're in, let's say the lower leagues, for instance, we're gonna do a little force drop off, send all of them back over here. 1 villager is gonna build the cistern there. Second villager is gonna build the cistern there. So you're not committing to a double forge. Look at how this happens right now. Okay, just take a look at this. You have double coverage, or you have full coverage of your entire base. This could have been a little bit better planned out, things like that, but we're going up to the 2 cistern right now, or up to a level 2, 7 villagers on food still. We already have 1 villager going up there. This villager, once it's done building the aqueducts, is going to go over to the gold, right? That's going to put us at 3. And then the rest of the villagers get sent towards the sheep. All you did was commit a little bit of extra time sending your villagers over to the stone, and that was it. Now you're up to 2 cistern. Villagers getting rallied here. You're still saving 50 wood. You're still going to have a pretty competitive age up as well. And the best part, oh crap, I forgot to do this whole thing because I was explaining. And again, we don't have any sheep. This is actually going to screw us over, like, pretty badly. I don't think we're going to have enough food for our age up. But the good thing is we saved ourselves 50 food, right? Or 50 wood. So technically oh, I heard a sheep. Okay, let's go send this one home really quick. And as usual, once you hit the 10 villagers on food, you're gonna start come over here. Once you hit your 10 villagers on food, you're gonna start moving them over to wood. Age up comes through, and from here, let's go ahead and pause. From here, once you age up, like, we have enough for the age up, we have all that, we're at 450, 150, right? At this moment, you get to decide what you're doing. Are you gonna go for Imperial Hippodrome? Are you gonna try to go for a harass? Are you gonna go more are you gonna go for the Grand Winery, play a little bit more of a mercenary style? The most common thing you will see at this moment, though, is the Imperial Hippodrome. Once you age up, or once you have enough for your age up, and the most common thing, like I said, that you will be seeing is going to be the Imperial Hippodrome. 6 villagers get thrown on there. You'll see anywhere between 3 to 6 villagers getting thrown onto the Imperial Hippodrome, or onto the age up. I go with the 6 because I want to start my harassment a little sooner than what I would normally get it. Villager over here, build a house. A villager that you have on gold will build a house because you really don't need the gold anymore. It's basically going to be there. You're basically going to be keeping the 3 villagers on gold the remainder of the time in order to get into a castle, or into Castle H if you want to go into a fast castle off of 3 horsemen applying pressure. But, huge but, you know how it is. It depends on what you scout, what you see, what there is out there, all of that good stuff. Rest of your villagers are going to be sent, or the villagers on the Imperial Hippodrome are going to be getting sent over to your food. Level up, get Expellatoris right when you level up. Yeah, the lack of sheep is really screwing us over. We have way too many villagers idle. I think there's like 4 villagers, and now all of them. So extremely poor RNG here on our sheep ligate. We scouted all of this and we only got 3 sheep. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. That's pretty freaking terrible. I haven't had this bad of RNG like ever. Of course it'll happen when I'm trying to, you know, do openers. Check the outpost. This would actually be a really good mercenary right here, because it has the Royal Knights, and obviously Royal Knights are way better than going for horsemen. So what you could do in a situation like this, force drop off, send a scout send a villager over. If you're able to, like, get a nice little sneak in, you could drop one right here. With or without your whatchamacallit too. With or without wow, what is it called? A cistern. Since we're not going to be going up to a 3 cistern anytime soon, it doesn't really matter. Once you get enough wood, start swapping over to your berries, so forth and so forth, just like we have been. And that's the 2 cistern build. Keep in mind, with this build, you could go into the Grand Winery as well. You know what? I'm just going to show you guys the Grand Winery iteration, I guess, as well. Because, no, okay, we're going to do the other 2 cistern build now. So the other 2 cistern build is as follows. So this is a really good spot though for what we have here. Was the sheep this way? I really don't want to get screwed over on sheep again. So this is what we're gonna do. This is the other 2 cistern build. So one of your first villagers is gonna go out, build the cistern. This is an extremely good position for us because we're able to get all 3. And by all 3, I mean we're able to get gold, stone, TC right off the bat, right? We're gonna throw 2 onto each of our stone and gold. We have no food. I mean, we have no wood left at all, right? That is 100% fine. As long as we don't get rushed, we're in a very good spot, or we're going to be in a very good spot. 2 villagers are going to be on stone the entire time. 2 villagers on gold, basically the entire time. We have enough for our second cistern. Villager pops out, drop the cistern, 18 stone, right? We're going to have the 18 stone. Just boom, you see? Quick drop off. The same villager that's building the cistern is going to build the aqueducts. You could do what I did, which was rally a villager out. But if you don't have the control for that, or whatever the case may be, or if you just don't like it, like for me, it's intuitive because that's what I would do in StarCraft. I do come from a StarCraft 2 background, so I might do a little things that seem a little out of order, but after a decade of it, StarCraft 2, it makes sense to me. That's why I send the villager out where I need it to go, where I need it to be. Once we hit 200 gold, remember, this is the 2 cistern 2 TC play. Both of these villagers go onto wood. As usual, once we hit the 10 villagers on food, then we're going to start rallying them over to wood. Doesn't really matter. I like to get the straggler trees that are furthest away. So like this one, and then from there, I'll send them over here and so forth. The 2 on stone are going to stay on stone. These are just going to stay there the entire time, right? We have a pretty decent spot on our berries right here. I kind of messed up the positioning on this one because, as you can tell, I needed to actually put this over 2 more squares. Pull the villagers, drop the Grand Winery. Oh, I did a really bad job on my SimCity here. That was really bad. I like to do 6 villagers on the Grand Winery. That's what I like to do. I like doing 6 villagers on the age up. Like I said during the last one, you'll see anywhere between 3 to 6. Like hell, I've seen people drop 8 villagers onto a single age up, just for the feudal age up as Byzantine. And these are pros. These are top 200 are doing this. So they have the math worked out a lot better than I do. Basically what I'm showing you guys is me mimicking their builds, not to a perfect T, obviously. This is just to give you guys a gist of what to look out for and what each opener kind of entails. Even with this one right here, the major difference between this 2 cistern in the Dark Age compared to the 2 hippodrome, or into a Grand Winery compared to the 2 hippodrome one, as soon as the Grand Winery finishes, you're gonna force drop off your sheep villagers and move them over to the wood. And now you're gonna have a total of 12 villagers on wood. These villagers, once this drop off finishes, once they finish this berry bush, I mean this last straggler tree, you're gonna have enough for your age up. Depending what position you have, RNG location, etc., is where you're gonna be dropping it. I'm not gonna do all of that right now. I'm not gonna go into the basics of everything in that case. I'm just gonna straight up drop my. Ooh, we messed up our timing a little bit from what it seems like. We're off by a few seconds. There we go. I'm just gonna drop it right here because, like I said, I'm not optimizing the build for you guys. I'm not doing anything of the sort. I'm just showing you what to look out for, and that's it. This is what you're gonna be seeing. And like I was saying, this could go into a 2TC. This could go into Imperial Hippodrome. When you see this in the Dark Age, you really won't be able to tell exactly what is happening, but you will know exactly what's happening once they drop down their once they drop their landmark. I guess you could say, yeah, that might sound a little, well, no, duh. It kind of really isn't, because when they drop their once they drop their landmark, you have to be wary of, are there still villagers here on the stone? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, 2TC play. Is it one villager, 2 or 3 villagers? If it's one villager, then they're just going to be going for cisterns. If it's 3 villagers, you know that they're going to be going for the 2TC. Off of this, since we're going to be going heavy on the berries, we would generally drop a mercenary camp. Along with the mercenary camp, you'll see them go for a barracks. Depending what civilization you are playing as is what they will go for in terms of their contract. If you're English, then you'll be expecting most likely javelin throwers or Keshik. So either the Silk Road contract or the Eastern contract for Keshik. If you're, I'm not going to go through every single matchup. English was just the first one that popped up. But let's say you're going against the French, or you're playing as the French, or going against them. One that you will normally see is going to be the Keshiks as well, or they might even go for longbows to contest your spears or your archers, right? Actually, against French, you could pretty much do any one of the 3, because when I play as Byzantine against French or Jeanne d'Arc, I will actually go the Silk Road in order to get the camel archer or the camel riders, because that's just a lot more beneficial. Generally, I actually forgot to mention this. Generally, once you hit about 14 to 16 villagers on here, you should be swapping them over to wood. That way you could start getting. The way I like playing this is as a mercenary style. So I start getting a lot of early olive groves, start my farming a little bit earlier. Once I get my defenses up, you know, get my what are they called? My Lamentini contract, if I want to go for the harass, things like that. But like I said, I'm not going to break down every matchup, just giving you guys a quick rundown. Now for the third and final one, which is the most or the least used. Wait, was that the third one? I did the 1 cistern, 2 cistern. Okay, so no, this is the 4th one. All right, so this is gonna be the 4th build that we are gonna see. I know I said I was gonna do 3, but this is essentially the same thing as the other one, except a little bit faster. As the 2 cistern, what you end up doing is you get a 3rd cistern really, really quickly. I think I placed that in a slightly better position. As usual, you're gonna go there. You're gonna do, or not as usual, just as the 2 cistern, you're gonna do a double split, right? I kind of messed this up. I forgot to put the house. That's fine. The house should have gone down already. Let's just brush that up. Hey, What happened to all my sheep? I don't know what happened to my sheep, but that's fine. So you have 2 on gold and then 2 on stone. It's gonna be essentially the same thing that we did with our normal or not our normal one, but with our other one. See, this pops. Way better positioning on this one. Yeah. But this cistern or this build is meant for aggression, because you're gonna go for a 3 cistern age up while aging up, or 2 cistern age up into 3 cistern, trying to get into your 4th. And this is for heavy aggression. That's it. Like, you're gonna stay in feudal age, you're gonna try to pump out as many units as you can while in feudal, and that's not necessarily a feudal all-in, but you are going to try to get as many horsemen out as you can with a few mercenaries sprinkled in. As soon as you get your 200 gold, you're going to swap these over to stone. Once you get your normal 10 villagers on wood, you're going to start moving them over to stone, or not stone, onto your wood. So as you can tell, we're 1 away. That's going to move over here, put you at 9. That's going to put you at 10. So then every villager after that is going to go onto wood, right? 4 villagers on stone with the level 2 cistern. This one right here isn't really being used that much. I kind of like this build just because it throws off your opponent a lot, because you don't know what they're doing. They have the 4 villagers here on stone, which shows that they might be going for let's find a good position. That's going to be our best one right there. And then pull this, age up with the Imperial Hippodrome. I am doing 8 because really don't need any more. I could do the 6. Yeah, no, we'll just leave it right there. Yeah. Oh, actually, I kind of messed this up. No, not really. So I ended up going with 12 villagers on food, pulled off 8 in order to get my age up. So it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, what are you doing, guy? These villagers are a little weird sometimes. Like, for reals. I don't get it. So I told him to build... Wait, did I tell him to build the aqueduct from left to right or right to left? I don't know. That might have actually been my fault. I think I told him to go right to left. So that was my fault. Make sure you go from, yeah, whatever cistern to whatever cistern, instead of from the, or the closest to the furthest instead of the furthest to the closest, because I think I actually messed that up right now. These are going to go back onto food, pull villagers, get your age up, or not your age up. Wow, what is it called? Get your house, and that's it. And now we sit back on our level 3 cistern, 14-second horseman, and even then, if we wanted to, once we get our, let's say, second or third horseman. Okay, so even right here, look, we have level 3, right? We could actually come out here if we wanted to. Yes, it's gonna give us a little bit of downtime, but we have level 3. We could switch this over to Dialectus. Oh, I messed up. I think I forgot to do a force drop off before I move them. Okay. But anyways, so we are up to our 4th cistern now. Once you get your 4th cistern, like, this is imperative. Once you get your 4th cistern, switch that to Dialectus, already did. You're gonna move all your villagers from stone over to gold and start trying to work your way up to what's it called? Up to castle. All right. Keep that in mind. You're not gonna stay in. Oh, did I kind of? No, I could do this. I could build it right here, and they'll still be in range. So I didn't really optimize this to the fullest, but like I said, I just want to show you guys the openers. Move your villagers from stone over to gold, because while we're harassing with our 3 horsemen, we're gonna try to age up to castle. Always remember to go out there and scout though, as the Byzantine who's going to be attempting to do the harass, and as as the opponent of the Byzantine, to see what you're going to be falling for or what they're going to attempt to do. It's very, very important, because if you don't see them taking any berries, that means they're not going to be going for any type of mercenary play. If you're not going for mercenary play that early on anyways, that generally means they're going to try to be going for a fast age up, since berries don't give the highest gather rate speed. Even with level 3, 4, 5, they're going to want to go over here. Wait, why aren't you doing anything, guy? They're going to want to be going out to try to level up or to age up. You're going to go over here, pew, 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 kill everything. You should have Expellitorus by now as well. Switch that over to Dialectus. Once you get your level 3, or excuse me, once you get your 3 horsemen, 7-second Dialectus or 7-second Expellitorus. Switch it back over. Continue forward. Make a couple peoples here and there. And that's it. That is your 4 most common builds that you're going to see. Just to recap, we have first was our 1 cistern age up into Imperial Hippodrome. That generally will lead you into kind of a decent castle timing. Second one is the 2 cistern age up off of 1 forge. Or not forge, off of 1 mining cap. As you can tell, I've been playing a lot of Japanese as well as Byzantine. Your third one is going to be the 2 cistern dark age, or yeah, the 2 cistern 2 TC age up, or 2 cistern age up into 2 TC Grand Winery. And your 4th most common one will be the 2 cistern age up into 4 cistern Imperial Hippodrome. Those are going to be the most common ones you see. This one in particular, the reason why this one is last is because this is going to be the least common as well though. So this is going to, not really the least common, this is going to be the 2nd least common opener you'll see. The first one being the 1 cistern age up. Like that one's pretty much non-existent at this point. So many people are going for 2 cistern. I just got a bunch of sheep. Okay, so I've gotten a total of like 10 sheep and that's it. But those are your 4 most common builds. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop a comment, let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if there's anything that you guys want me to, fix, basically. If there's anything that you guys don't understand, like I said, questions, comments, concerns, drop them all below. Always, no matter what, get your border settlements. Always get border settlements. It's way too good not to get. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. If you guys didn't learn anything, let me know down below why these builds aren't working for you, or if I'm missing anything of the sort. Thank you guys again. Much appreciated. Hope to see you guys next time.